It's raining. Hi, Maggie. Hasn't rained in a while, like weeks. I hope this helps with the smoke. If you guys are having the smoke from Canada, hopefully this knocks some of it out of the air because this has been rough. Can you hear it, like, on the leaves? It's kind of silly, but this makes me, like, feel so happy. It's been so dry. And I've developed, like, a cough. And I've had a constant headache for 3 days from that smoke. And it's ridiculous because, like, we're not even in the super smoky part. I saw the Northeast was, like, horrible air quality. And, I mean, if you're actually in Canada with the fires, I can't even imagine. Because I'm just a wuss, but... Oh, rain! I know I said that I'd rather have the red cabbage than the Chinese cabbage, but I could plant an entire row just of these just because they look so amazing. Look at how big they got. Everything got big. Like in the last day, I feel like everything put on a lot of growth. And isn't it strange how that happens? It just kind of is like chilling, and then all of a sudden, like in one day, they'll like shoot up. Just like the lettuce. Like, what? Like, there's lettuce. I uncovered the sweet potatoes that we planted last night. That I did. They still look like they're alive, most of them. So that's good. And we have corn. We need to go get some envelopes. How do you say that? Envelopes? Whatever. To send the seeds to the giveaway winners. So we're gonna go do that right now. Look at all they've built. Let's do this. Isn't even the option to go to a person. Now we're just gonna hop over and do something a little more fun. The smell, just this close, and then just the smell. First place we're gonna check is the clearance. You don't look so good, my friend. Like, no. The other week I was here, and the clearance rack was full of good stuff that would have been really good. And I'm kicking myself now for not going ahead and picking up what I wanted. Now I'm just interested in the prices of things that you already buy. That's crazy. That shows you the power of growing from seed, because with one seed packet that costs like under $2, you can grow, I don't know how many basil plants did we grow? Certainly more than 1/4 of a basil plant. All right, well, that was kind of a bummer. I was hoping to get like some of the little 6-packs or some clearance plants, but they didn't have any. I'm thinking maybe on the weekend they'll have more, or maybe this is just a sign that we need to go to a local place. The only problem is the local place is a little bit further away. Kind of further away local, but it's locally like owned. You know what I mean. The post office doesn't open till 12, so at 12 I'll send them. Currently picking weeds out of a bucket. Most of this is weeds. This is supposed to be petunias. This is also petunias. So the little tiny ones are petunias. Everything else is weeds. And there's a lot of them. When I was just starting gardening, I really didn't know what was a weed and what was what I planted. Now I know. We basically have like the same 4 or 5 weeds. I don't even know their names, but I know what they look like. If you plant from seed, you start to recognize the seedlings. Weed. Weed. All right, what a difference. I didn't get every weed out, but I got out enough that now we can see the actual seeds that we planted. I cannot believe I just picked that up. Oh my gosh. Like, it's like, this is a slug, but it's like all wet and sad. Like, what? Dude, you cannot be in there. Over here. Go live there. I don't know what I thought that was, but as soon as I touched it, I was like, what? Okay, looking at these sunflowers. They need to be transplanted now. So after the battle to have all of our sunflowers actually grow, some of them have. And you can compare these to these, which are fighting for space and sunlight and have gotten really leggy. So we really can't wait any longer. These need to go out. And do this without ruining them all. Come out, but just on your side. Oh, not on your head. Some of them got dead. I'm sorry. Like, look how leggy that is. We're gonna bury this pretty deep. As I keep taking these plants out of these buckets, I keep thinking, I wish I had used soil blocks instead or sowed them differently, but I have to remember that, like, if I had done that, I just wouldn't have done it. The amount of energy and effort I could put forth was to throw seeds in a bucket, so that's what I did, and that's just gonna have to be good enough. All right, we planted out all the sunflowers, and it only took us until here. This is still no sunflowers. I had this vision of how I wanted this space to look, kind of like last year. I had sunflowers and then I had zinnias. The wildlife around here, for whatever reason this year, really wants to eat sunflowers. Even that big, beautiful sunflower growing outside the fence, a deer chomped it. I feel like I can't win. What, the fourth or fifth time I've planted these sunflowers? I'm thinking pivot. We might just fill in the rest with cosmos because I have a bunch of cosmos ready to be transplanted anyway. It's still raining. We have to go to the post office now, but I have a problem. The envelopes that I bought, the bags don't fit in them, even if I squish them like a lot. So we're gonna see if the post office has like bigger envelopes. All right, they had bags that fit, so success. Coffee. Today is one of those days where I feel like I don't have a plan for the day. The day is making a plan for me. I don't particularly like it, but it does happen. I feel like it happens more so now that it's summer because if the weather's nice, we go to the pool. The garden has certain tasks that need to be done like day of. Feels like a lot of our day is just kind of up in the air. I don't know what we're doing until we're doing it. So I appreciate you spending some time in the chaos that is my life. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for running and doing errands with me. I'll catch you later.